All right, if you own a steel chainsaw or a chainsaw in general, they're all pretty much the same when it comes to oiling the chain. So if you have a chainsaw that is not oiling, some things to check first is start from one end and go to the other. So that means come on this end and make sure that your oil filter is not clogged. They call it a filter, but it's actually like a screen. It just protects the pump from getting large wood chips in it. So it's very important to keep this reservoir nice and clean because all those wood chips that's all over the bar oil bottle gets inside of here, or all the wood chips get around this and then they fall in. So make sure that you're keeping this nice and clean. But there's a filter inside of this tank that can sometimes clog, okay? And then your next step would be coming on this end over here and make sure that your oil is coming out of this little orifice right here. So this little channel that you see right here is where the oil comes out. And when that oil comes out of there, it goes into your bar like this. And as you can see, when I bolt this bar up to the saw like this, there's a tiny hole right here, as you can see right there. And that hole goes into this channel here. As you can see it right through there. And that is how your bar gets oil. So if your filter is clogged and it's not coming out of here, then the problem is in between these two. And that could be the line that goes to the pump. It could be the line that goes to the filter, or it could be the pump itself, which does happen, but it's not as often. And if you need a new pump, there's a few different types of oil pumps that these machines use. Well, they're all kind of the same concept, but they just look different. But those are just the basics to a chainsaw not getting oil to the chain. So check those things first, and then worst case scenario, you have to put a new pump on it. But that is basically bar oil 101 for you guys. And another thing about like steel chain is they actually use these little perforations, if you will, these little small divots right here. Those little divots right there are what help pick up oil to keep your bar and chain nice and cool the whole time. So that's another reason why you should use steel saw chain.